Welcome, everybody, to the Multiverse podcast, episode 31. I'm your host, Jimmy, your Chaos, my co-host, Warren or Cosmic, and my other co-host, Wes or Nemo. What's up, guys?
What up, homies?
The goat. The goat. We call him the goat.
I always call him the goat.
The man behind the curtain, the goat, whatever you guys want to call him. I just realized, is my stuff mirrored, or do I need to?
You're fine. You're great.
You're good?
It always does that for me as well.
Yeah, it trips me out.
Yeah.
It trips me out.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, everybody. If you're just filing in and if you're not watching this live, then you can catch this on any of the easy listening platforms, Apple, Spotify, Podbean, wherever you want to intake and ingest your content. We are there. The link is below. And of course, you can follow us on all social medias. They all have clips and excerpts of what we talk about throughout these podcasts as well. And we are officially a Star Wars podcast, but we do like to deviate from that. It makes Warren laugh every time. Sometimes we like to talk about Marvel. Sometimes we like to talk about other stuff.
Well, I laugh because you say that like it's like a
serious, dead serious,
like real thing, and some people might be like, "Oh, it's a Star Wars podcast."
Oh, I gotta go. I was here for Marvel. I gotta
leave.
Exactly.
I
didn't realize it was.
Although I think we actually do a really great job of talking about what I call the big three: Marvel, Star Wars, and DC each time.
I agree. I honestly think we balance out really well. But not with just those, but also like the TV shows and like the Harry Potters and Game of Thrones, and then even like focusing a little bit on gaming. Our gaming stuff, people are very opinionated, like on when we talk about gaming stuff.
Oh yeah, people love their games. I mean,
but we'll start off. We'll pretend we're a Marvel podcast.
We'll pretend we talk about other things.
We'll pretend we'll talk about Marvel. Russo brothers say the recent concept art online isn't from the upcoming Avengers movie. BS? Is that BS? That's BS, right?
I mean, they said Avengers Endgame's title wasn't Endgame, and it was.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
are we not at the point where we can't trust anything any of them say, because they're all liars? They're all liars. I'm not liars in a negative way. They're just liars.
Right. No, I mean,
they're protecting us. We want to be excited. They want us to be excited. You know.
You say we want to be excited, but do we really? Because we live in that bubble where this dude literally, anytime he can break a leak or rumor, it's a video. So most times Warren goes into a movie probably knowing anywhere from 30 to 80% of the movie.
I mean,
right?
he reads comics as well, so that's like already getting that's already a spoiler in itself.
So do we really want to be protected, or do we really want the juice? Do we really want the scoops?
That's a personal thing. I want the juice. I want the scoops because I was talking to somebody about this. It was Chris, and he was like,
"There we go."
He was talking about how some people view just the watching the movie experience as like that is the experience, and then if you see anything before it, it's ruining that experience. But to me, the experience is like from when the movie's announced or even before the rumors start happening for the movie to the movie. Like my experience is through the entire thing.
Okay.
Right. So rather than just having one awesome moment of the movie's out and I watched it, I like having more moments like, oh, this leak is like super cool because it's like endorphin rush, it's excitement, blah, 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 blah. And then I see the movie, and then it's either I know some of it, and a lot of it ends up being a surprise, or I know a lot of it, and it's actually really cool that a lot of it came true. And besides, hearing about something and seeing it on screen is very different.
Mm-hmm. It is. For me, it's levels of hype. So I'll give you an example. For Captain America, Brave New World, I made a point to know what was going to happen. I didn't have a problem looking at the in-scene credits, like the post-credit scenes. I didn't care to the point where I was like, okay, let me see, and then I'll go in and watch. When it's bigger stuff, I try to make it a point, and I don't cover Marvel every single day like you. It's your job. You kind of have to. I kind of try to avoid the big stuff because those big movies, like when we get to Doomsday and Secret Wars, I'm going to do my best. I will not watch a post-credit scene leak. I won't. I don't want to know. And I'm hoping they hold out some of the bigger stuff like they did with Endgame and Infinity War, because I want those movie experience moments where I'm like just hit sideways, like what just happened? Captain America picked up Mjolnir, like stuff
right.
Like that's me. What about you, Wes?
Yeah.
I would say that like I already like consume a lot of leak culture anyway. So like, and I also read books, listen to audiobooks as well. So it's like whenever I see something adapted, because I mean at the end of the day, comic book movies are adapted. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not really tripping. Like,
yeah,
I think being in the theater and seeing it on screen is different than knowing about it. Like Warren said,
yeah.
I think for the bigger stuff, I like to be surprised.
I mean, so to that point, for Avengers Endgame, there was like a really big leak that came out, and I straight up was like, "Hey guys, I'm not gonna look at it." And everybody was like, "What? This is like what you do?" I was like, "Yeah, but Endgame's like a culmination, super huge event. I don't want to know."
What did that leak end up being? What was it? Do you know?
It was something with like Professor Hulk. It was Professor Hulk, actually. I think that's what it was.
Just him being Professor Hulk?
It was like actual footage, though. Yeah, it was like a screenshot or something. Like it was real. Which, like, if I saw that, I would have been like, okay, well, like, whatever. That doesn't ruin anything for me.
Did somebody
ruined it for me? Is Professor Hulk.
did anybody leak those big payoff moments like Mjolnir or anything like that? Do you remember?
No,
because audience reaction across the world was pretty genuine and authentic on those.
Right,
those are some of the most viral videos.
Well, and it also sounds like now the Russo brothers are doing everything they can to keep leaks from getting out.
Yeah.
Like they talked about how the place that they're filming in, it's like mostly going to be inside, and like they've taken certain precautions to avoid the leaks.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't really either.
If you don't have the hard leaks, you can just speculate and have fun with it and see what's going to happen.
Then you just keep on doing fake leaks.
Like, yeah. Hey, you want this new scoop that probably isn't real? It's behind my sub button on Twitter. Just
no, not even that. Like what I'm talking about, like, is if the concept, like, that's obviously real concept art. If it's whether or not,
that's the thing. It's totally real. It's real. It came from an actual artist who has put stuff that she's done for other things, like She-Hulk, on her page. Like it's real.
Yeah, and they need to just keep doing that. Like, if we don't, if there's so much content, like, and we don't know exactly what they're going to do, like, going into that would be, I mean, sure, is there some potential to be disappointed? Yes, but like, keeping that and misdirecting is what I love. Like,
What kind of phone call does she get?
Same phone call that you got with Activision, probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think it was you don't think it was a little more aggressive?
No,
I had a buffer. Like the Activision PR, the top guy was kind of my friend, so he like coached me through how I needed to handle and like not poke. That was also PR. Yeah. Well, that was 2019. If it happened in 2025, it'd be a whole different thing because people poke the bear on purpose. But yeah, do you think they like
coworkers that like told her, they're like, hey, by the way, take that down? Like,
do you think they were aggressive with her?
I doubt aggressive. I bet she found out and took it down herself, probably.
Think so?
Yeah, but she still gets a call. She still gets a call.
Yeah,
right?
She got the call for sure.
Yeah, she still gets a call after that. So, I mean, I've gotten calls from Marvel, but
to take stuff down,
and it, I'm not leaking it myself, so it's not nearly the same call, right? It's, hey, can you take this down? And I've had one conversation that was like, it was for Multiverse of Madness, and this is coming off of No Way Home, where I did talk a lot about the leaks. Like almost every video, I was like, Toby and Andrew are in the movie.
Those were the YouTube days, weren't they?
Right. It was great. So when I got the call from Marvel about something that I did for Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, they were like, hey, can you take this down? And I was just kind of like, did you watch the video, or are you just kind of like
going? Are you looking at my title? Are you looking
at because I was like, I feel like this isn't like, but they were like, listen, we're not gonna have Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness be Spider-Man No Way Home. I was like, all right, I hear you.
Yeah, I mean,
if I was them, I would have hit you back with a, well, Warren, is the content reflected in the video from the title? Because if so, take it down.
Well, no, my whole thing was, I was like, hey, these aren't like leaks. These are like rumors and also like fan stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. And they were just like, rumors usually come from places. So if you want to talk about like, hey, I was like listing like 10 people who were like rumored to show up. And he's like, hey, if you want to do 10 people we want to show up, that's totally different.
I mean, it's all about how you word it, right?
Right.
It's a weird strong arm though. It's like,
it is a weird
if it's just rumors, like, yeah, I mean, what he said is like, yeah, if there's smoke, there's fire, and which usually there is, but like
100%.
If you're just covering like random like actors potentially being in it, like, it's weird.
But even when I was like, but hey, I'm not the one leaking this stuff, and they're like, yeah, but you have like almost a million followers.
Yeah, you're the
covering
you're distributing it. Yeah, you're distributing.
And now I don't care at all because I'm not connected to any studio at all. So
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we all agree. We think it's the concept art is real.
I mean, it's real. I think what they were saying was, well, first of all, I think they were lying. But what they said, technically, because some people are like, oh, the Russo said it was fake. I'm like, no. They never said it was fake. Never. If you read the interview, they don't say it's fake. They say there's no spoilers there. It's not our concept art, in which I actually do believe, because this might have been from before they even came on board, right? Kevin Feige, hey, make us some concept art for what, a battle world could look like. Okay, well, that's pretty comic accurate battle world, and there's some scenes in there that I think we're going to see and some scenes that we won't, right? So it's pretty easy to say, hey, that's not our concept art. Like, yeah, you're right, but I still think some of it's going to be in the movie.
I agree. Welcome, Firestar, Justin, Shannon. How are you guys doing? New episode of Daredevil thoughts. I suck. All right.
You haven't watched it.
Not doing his homework. I did. And okay, we talked about episode 3 last week. Dude, episode 3 was my episode. I love Matt Murdock as a lawyer. Like, those episodes are my favorite, dude. Like, give me more, like, inject that into my veins. More of that. Episode 4 was also really good too.
I saw something today on Twitter that episode 4 was the episode so far. Now I don't know what that means.
It was solid. I don't know if it was I think next episode will be the episode.
I think next episode's the episode, especially because they're releasing 2 at once.
Oh, it's 2. Oh.
Yeah. Next week is 2 episodes.
That's the episode then.
To me, the last episode, I was like, there was some, excuse me, really great dialogue in Daredevil episode 4, especially with that person.
Yeah, we won't talk about it.
Yeah, it's really crappy of one of the hosts to not be caught up on that, so we can't even discuss it.
How dare you not do your homework?
Dare you, sir?
Toast and Christopher, how are you guys? Let us know if you're enjoying Daredevil. I will get caught up on it before next Wednesday. I promise you, I have my word.
Wait, that means you have to watch 2 episodes before the pod.
Yeah, I got it.
You have to stay up at night.
I got it. We
watched like 8.
We watched. We tried. Callie, my daughter, said, you guys got to try White Lotus. We watched 2 episodes of that last night. We went to bed like, what are we watching? Like, what is happening? I know it's like a satire of social media where everything, but it was, anyway, I'm not really sure what's going on there.
I haven't watched it.
You should watch it and then give me your thoughts.
I mean, the second season has Lisa from Blackpink in it, so maybe.
I also need to watch the new Black Mirror season came out too. I got to watch those. All right. This excites me and it worries me at the same time. God of War, 2 seasons greenlit. That's confidence. Showrunner Ronald D. Moore has not played the God of War games. Is that a red flag? 100%. Absolutely. Yes. That is the biggest red flag.
Such a red flag, man. Come on.
That really, really bothers me. But I want to focus more on the fact that we're getting God of War on TV or live action. And I also want to know who in the world plays Kratos.
Well, what is one thing we always talk about on this podcast?
Source material.
Source material. Like, so you knew right away. You knew right. Source material. So right away, you're saying this guy doesn't know the source material.
Okay, let's back it up a second. Wes, you are trying to get your big break as a director, producer, and they say, "Hey, we got this God of War we're thinking about. Here's the script. Here's the outline. Would you be interested?" Yeah, absolutely. Well, do you know anything about it? Do you not lie your ass off right there and go play every single game over the weekend and come back?
Exactly. To kind of put it into perspective, I actually had a big argument with my buddies on Discord about this, this whole thing. One of the arguments was like, yes, major red flag. You have to play the games to be able to understand them. You have to physically play them. Another argument was like, you don't have to play them. You just have to watch them. And I think that like you should have to physically play the games to experience them, because of the emotion that evokes, like with the controller. Like, you have to play. Best case scenario, you should play through and involve yourself in everything. Worst case scenario, bare minimum, you should watch all the cinematics and know the stories. But this is a layer deeper because these are 2 separate Kratos characters. If you're going off the original and you're like, oh, well, I know all about the original, but then you don't know anything about the reboot, they're completely different characters. Like, I don't know. He's the god of hope now. Like, he's no longer the god of war.
I'm nervous because we've already seen what front runners that or showrunners do that don't know the source material or don't respect the source material. But I am excited we're getting
to kind of like defend Ronald D. Moore. You know, he's Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek. You know, he did For All Mankind. He's a well-respected showrunner, and this will be a great show if they just get Cory Barlog, his dad, and Eric Williams like involved, because like Cory Barlog is the genius behind, you know, the reboot, the 2018 reboot, and you know his dad wrote the backstory as well. So like if they have those people involved, then that's fine. Who plays Kratos?
Yeah,
I mean it's a hot take, but I think Christopher Judge. He's the voice actor, the performance actor in.
I have to Google.
Yeah, just look up Christopher Judge, and then look up Battlestar Galactica.
So he's the voice of Kratos.
He's the voice of Kratos in the games in the 2018 reboot.
I mean, he's a big old guy.
He's a big dude.
Oh yeah, now I remember him Battlestar Galactica with the thing on his.
Yep.
Oh right.
Yep.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think that he should do it because I mean, like he already did the performance. Yeah, he did the performance. Not even just the voice, but like, you know, the performance as well. Like, will you have to bulk up? Yes. Does it need to be Chris Judge? Probably not. But would I like it more? Yeah.
Kratos actors. Let's see who the fans.
What about Jason Statham?
Oh, dude. Yeah.
No, he would have to bulk way up. No, I don't want Momoa either.
No, please not.
If The Rock is Kratos, I'm acolyting it.
Yeah,
I will not watch it.
Oh no,
you heard me.
Oh no.
Batista, but no, he's pushing for the
Years of War. That's the other GOW.
I'm tired
and Batista like slimmed down a lot, so like he might have a hard time.
Please don't let The Rock be Kratos.
He won't.
He can't. No, they can't do that.
What about White House Down guy?
Gerard?
Yeah.
Gerard Butler, bald.
He's kind of older now, though. I mean,
Kratos isn't young. I know,
he's not right. Yeah, he's not young at all.
Think Gerard Butler in 300.
Well, I know, but that was forever ago.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Can he get in that good of shape again?
I'm sure he can. What about the big dude we keep talking that plays Alan
Richardson?
Yeah.
He wouldn't do bald very well.
I don't see him as that role.
Got to be bald.
Yeah, it needs to be somebody that's more.
I think Gerard Butler would be pretty good for it, actually, if he could get in shape for it.
Yeah.
What's the Joe?
What about what's his name? That's he plays in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Drax.
Batista?
No. He plays like he's a bad guy.
What?
He was in oh my god.
Who are you talking about?
You're not talking about Adam Warlock, are you?
No, what's this guy's name? I got him right here. I don't know how to say it. Jamon Honsu?
Who's that?
Hold on. He's the one that comes in when Star-Lord's stealing the Power Stone in the very beginning of Guardians Galaxy 1.
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was in Blood Diamond. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's a really good actor.
I don't see it.
You don't see it? Okay. Well, he's bald.
Yeah, I mean,
anyway,
it needs to be somebody that, like, I mean, Gerard would be fine, like, I guess, like, if he was younger, but I mean, he'd have to bulk up more.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, if they should, like, honestly, it's just Chris Judge, bro. Just let Chris Judge do it.
I'm okay with
let
that.
Him bulk more.
Do not cast The Rock. Do not.
Oh yeah, no, it's Jover if they cast The Rock. Like,
you know, I saw something today actually that said actors whose presence in a movie kind of guarantee that it's a bad movie. The Rock was one. Chris Evans was one of them.
Kevin Hart, kind of lately.
Unless it's Kevin Hart and The Rock, then like they can make a slop. Yeah. Like it's slop, but still good. You know, good movie. They can make a good movie.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say this, but outside of Deadpool,
Ryan Reynolds has some good movies.
Oh, come on. The Adam one wasn't great. The one where he's with
the
wait, what did you just say?
You didn't like Adam Project?
No,
yeah, that was a good movie.
I thought it was a good movie. Red Notice wasn't great at all. What's the one where he's trying to be like Ocean's 11 and they steal cars and he's got his little group? It was on Netflix. It was a Netflix exclusive called six something.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. I
you
can't
have.
remember.
I'm probably
I can see the logo, right? Like I can see like the box art.
Okay, well, Free Guy was amazing.
Okay,
I thought Adam Project was
Free
amazing.
Guy was Green Lantern. The Proposal.
I like Spirited.
Blade Trinity, dude, he was really corny in the Blade.
See, now he's saying Ryan Reynolds is awesome. Look at that. He just looks at some movies right away.
I mean, just saying.
I mean, I really liked the Change Up, that movie.
Yeah.
Million Ways to Die in the West. He was in there for 2 seconds. I see it on here.
I didn't even know he was in Bullet Train.
Detective Pikachu, he did a great job. Pikachu was funny.
Yep.
I like Ryan Reynolds. I think
I like Ryan Reynolds. I'm not saying I don't like Ryan Reynolds. I'm saying he's one of those where it's hit or miss.
I mean, yeah, but he's had a lot of hits is the thing, right? We're talking about somebody who, you know, actors who don't really have, like, we're talking about actors who, if they're in the movie, you're like,
Six Underground. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like Deadpool kind of ruined Ryan Reynolds for me, like as of lately. Like, you know, him in the past has been really good, but now every time I see Ryan Reynolds, I just think of Deadpool.
You just think
like this is just him playing Deadpool on it. Like,
but that's
in another universe.
Like that.
Yeah, I like that too, but like it's almost like ruined because every time I see him, I'm just like, okay, what is Deadpool doing in this movie? Like, you know.
Okay.
Which that's, that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I mean, yeah, I really like. I'm a sucker for rom-coms. Waiting is like one of the first movies I saw Ryan Reynolds in, 2005.
Waiting,
Just Friends.
That was really good. That was really good.
Waiting, yeah, that movie is really good. And then what was the big? Why can't I find it on here? His big one in the beginning, Van Wilder.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
But that's OG stuff. That's different. Those are on a different level. All right, let's switch over to games.
I'm just saying, I think he's more hit than miss.
All right.
No, this is actually a movie, Jimmy.
You look at Mortal Kombat 2. The movie?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
dude, yeah. I eat these movies up, and I know they're not like you're not there for the plot. I'm there for the cheese. What's the new look? What we got?
Oh, are you gonna pull it up?
Have you not seen it?
I mean, I can pull up if.
Yeah, just pull it up. I mean, I can hold on.
Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2 first images. Oh yeah, it's what's his name? What's his name? Freaking Johnny Cage. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the boys. Yeah.
Yep.
Dude,
that dude's becoming a legend. Like he's already a legend.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban is
I forgot he was in Star Trek. I forgot he was Bones.
And Lord of the Rings, bruh.
Yeah.
And he was in Thor Ragnarok.
Dude, he's underrated.
And he was great as Dredd, Judge Dredd. That movie.
Yeah.
He would, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude's already been a legend, but I think people are just starting to realize now that he's been in a lot of stuff, and the stuff he's in has all been really great.
Oh no,
The Boys has obviously made him super famous, but he's awesome.
So
when I saw that, I thought it was great.
Quan Chi is going to be in it, which is really cool. But I'm seeing a picture of Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2, and I'm not liking that at all. Entertainment first look, that's rough. Definitely not liking that. But I'll go watch it. It'll be fun.
I mean, dude, like the first Mortal Kombat movie was great.
Oh, I loved it, dude. The action sequences, they had Scorpion down. Like Hanzo, the OG one and the new one. It was great. Queen Sonata. That's cool. I just go back to the original Mortal Kombat and Goro. You guys remember the Goro?
Of course I do. Of course.
I know, it's so funny. But back then when we first watched it, we were like, wow.
Really cool. I mean, I was
that's crazy.
10 or something. I mean, like, yeah.
Let's stay on the same tangent here. Power Rangers TV show on Disney Plus confirmed. I could care less.
Live action.
It's confirmed for Disney Plus.
Disney Plus confirmed live action.
Live action.
And then who are it's the people who did something recently, right? Who?
I can't remember. Yeah, there was something.
It's the writers of something that was pretty decent recently.
Yeah,
I'm not excited at all.
Yeah, I mean,
Percy Jackson people.
I never understood the hype around Power Rangers. I really didn't.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, it was awesome.
Mm-mm.
It was super awesome when I was a kid. When I was
give me G.I. Joes, Transformers, Mask.
I mean, even
before you guys were born, He-Man.
I
know all that stuff. There was a Beetleborgs.
No clue what that is.
Well, it was like a different thing that was like trying to be the Power Rangers.
Oh, well, the Power Rangers, like, screen for screen stole it from some Japanese show, like literally plagiarized it.
Yeah, it's just it's like mecha,
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beetleborgs, metallic. I so that was like another one. I ate that up too when I was a kid because it was kind of like around the same thing. Am I like excited for it now? I mean, if they made a cool Power Rangers movie, it'd be dope. Like, but I'd like them to make it more tailored towards adults, actually.
They
not
tried
kids.
that, 5-6 years ago, and it flopped.
I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah,
That's my life.
it was the dude that was in Stranger Things.
Which
Yeah.
dude?
Power Rangers, the movie.
No, but which dude from Stranger Things?
Oh,
right.
Zachary Montgomery.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never saw it. Sounds like
You didn't miss anything. All right. Back to Marvel. When will Kang return in the MCU? I saw something the other day. We are going to get his story fleshed out to a degree to end it. So is it going to be the real Kang, or are we just going to be talking about him off screen?
I mean, are
they going to raise him up a little bit? So
Did you hear about Jonathan Majors?
That's
He's
what I was
open
going
to
to say.
work.
I just heard some more stuff about Jonathan Majors not in his favor. I don't think it's Jonathan
it's not good,
Majors, man.
But
it's like an actual, like, it was
the video they released.
It was an audio that they released.
Oh yeah, audio as well. Yeah.
He admits his girlfriend's like, you strangled me, and he's like, yeah.
Firestar's 28, and you grew up on Pound.
And there's like pictures and audio they released. It was really bad.
Okay.
Even he said he's open to work as well. Did you know that?
How much heavy lifting are they going to do for this character now? The only reason they do any heavy lifting or keep any story going now is to make him be where he's used as cannon fodder to take another big bad, Doom, whoever, and show his power level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be very quick. I think they should do it. They're probably going to recast, obviously. And what?
Will it be in Doomsday? You think?
I think it has to be. That's when we're getting Doom, right? They have to show how strong he is. I mean, they could use Thanos for that. He could rip Thanos' spine out like he does in the comics.
That's what I'm saying. Do they set him up to show the exponential power level of Doom? Because that's what I think so. With Thanos, if he's
I personally think that he's going to take Kang's technology. Like, I do think they should weave the story in. Like, they really should.
Just recast him, dude. Like,
I don't. Yeah, Marvel's so freaking weird when it comes to that stuff, right? Like, we're not going to recast Black Panther, but Thunderbolt Ross will recast him instantly, and it's like, well, just recast Jonathan Majors, man. Like, just.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's because like Marvel comics have always been like you can. I think I read something that was like you look outside and this is the world that Marvel Comics is in, but for the DC, it's like it's a fantasy place. It's not a real world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I think one of the reasons why they're hesitant to recasting is because like it very much is like these are the characters. This is what we're gonna keep. These are the actors. We want them to be the same.
I don't disagree with that, actually.
Yeah, but it's
everybody hold on to your seats. I got a big shocker here.
Yeah, and this happened before the show.
Get ready.
So
get ready. Snow White debuts with a 48% on Rotten.
Oh, I've already watched so many reviews.
Shocker, right, guys?
Is anybody shocked? I only want to give this like 30 seconds of
apparently Zoe Ziegler or whatever. I don't know what her name is.
Rachel Ziegler, the main girl?
Rachel. Yeah, I don't know, Zoe, Rachel, whatever. It shows you how much I care. Apparently, like her performance was solid, but Gal Gadot's performance was terrible. Like
there's been a lot of
dry as a saltine cracker, as one person said. Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that's been coming out about Gal Gadot lately about just her being a bad actress, and when you see it, you're kind of like, you're not wrong. You're like, oh, that is kind of bad. Like when you
got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah, but there's a rumor that Disney bought it for her so they
Mm-hmm.
could increase the hype for the movie.
Yep, that's what it was. It was like a marketing press event.
Yeah, because people don't realize the Hollywood stars, you buy those. You're not like gifted them. Yeah, those aren't like gifts.
How much are they?
Qualification. You just, I don't know how much they are, but that's the deal. You have to buy them.
I want to know the price.
You want one?
That'd be cool.
Multiverse podcast, Hollywood Walk of
thousands of dollars.
That'd be cool.
There's probably like a like a board that's like determines whether or not
you're allowed to
owned by Disney or.
Well, it's probably just like the qualifications are you have to act in a certain amount of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
I feel like there definitely has to be some checks and balances, or every actor would probably go spend the money and buy
You
one.
should have to have like a certain IMDb rating. Like,
Well, right, yeah. There's qualifications, but then you have to buy. You have to choose to buy it. It's $75,000. Not that much
Ooh,
for that.
okay, so it's like 1 day on set for a sitcom.
for your big actors,
Yeah,
for your big ones.
exactly.
All right, no more on Snow White. What does the future of the MCU look like post Secret Wars? I think we've talked about this. The soft reboot, the X-Men saga is where we're going to go. Yeah, I mean that's all roads lead to the X-Men, right? That's the next focus. We'll have some of the actors will stay around. A lot of them will be gone. We'll get new actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the universe that we've always wanted it to be. X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers. I always hesitate to say Inhumans, but you know, it's going to be everyone. They have everyone at their disposal now. I mean, it's what the MCU should have been since the beginning. Now, don't get me wrong, they did an amazing job with the Avengers in the beginning, and it almost makes me wonder if they should just focus on the X-Men in the next saga and build them up like they did the Avengers, and then have them interact with the Avengers or something like that in a big way, like maybe Avengers versus X-Men. But I don't know. We're finally having them all in one universe, and that's like the best thing.
Yeah, it should be really good.
Yeah.
All right, it's hit or miss time.
Let's get it. Hit or miss time. You guys ready? We excited?
Look at that.
I put together an amazing list.
Red pop.
Okay.
Green's still dark.
Here we go. Hit or miss. This is a gaming one. Sorry, Warren, but Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I haven't played it yet, but I'm seeing it's getting decent reviews so far.
I haven't played it.
I'm gonna give it a preliminary hit because I'm seeing good reviews. I also see some people hating on the inaccuracy of Japan, but whatever. It's a video game. Wes, you've obviously dumped hours in.
Yep, I beat it last week. About 40-hour main story. Solid, not amazing. I told you I've been busy, bro. I've been grinding.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, so it's okay. I think a lot of the hate was manufactured. It's a better game than what everyone thought or said it was.
Is it better than Mirage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably up there. So I would say like Odyssey and Shadows are like top 1 to 2.
See, but I hold Odyssey in a really high regard.
Odyssey's really good, and so is Shadows.
Okay.
I would say that they refined the gameplay more of Shadows. Odyssey, there was a lot of stuff that there was a lot of side quests you had to do to progress.
Okay.
So
all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Karina says, what is Karina talking about? Not full Spider-Man, right? Though wanted more from Midnight Sun or Spider-Man, but he destroyed Madam Web. Where? I'm lost. Does anybody know what Karina's asking us?
Not sure. But next up, hit or miss, guys. Hit or miss. Nolan North. You guys don't know? You don't know who Nolan North is?
Am I supposed to?
He's one of like the most iconic voice actors.
Oh, it's Last of Us.
Not just The Last of Us. He was David from The Last of Us.
Legos, TMT,
Uncharted. He's Nathan Drake.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'll give him a hit.
Dude, how do you not know Nolan North? It's like, do you know Troy Baker?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
They're literally the same person, basically.
But they're not. One is Nolan and one is Troy.
Yes.
Yeah, Nolan North is probably
know who Troy is, and we don't know Warren or Nolan.
Nolan North is a well-respected. But chat, please fix these guys. Okay. Okay. Next up, hit or miss. I was told to type this out. I don't know what that means, but hit or miss. Heel John Cena.
Oh, it's a hit. The first time in his career, he's the heel. He's the bad guy.
Okay, so heel John Cena. Okay.
Yeah.
But isn't that because
heel's the bad guy, babyface the good guy,
and like The Rock made him bad or something like that? What?
Yeah. He turned on what's his name? This is it. This is his. This is clearly stated.
Yeah, he's got Peacemaker stuff to do later.
This is his final hurrah.
So is he going out as a villain?
WWE. WrestleMania will be the culmination. He'll be done. He's going to retire. So for him to be a heel for the first time in his long career, I think it's fun. I think it's cool. He's like talking crap to the crowd. I like it. It's good. He's wearing all red now instead of his blue and orange. Yeah, it's a hit. John Cena as a heel, if we could ever see him, is a hit.
Okay. True. Okay. Next up.
Hold on. Stop.
Okay.
Turned on Cody.
Hold up,
True,
wait,
Sony still owns Spider-Man, so we don't have. What are they talking about?
I think they might be having a
I
conversation.
think, no, I
with
think you're talking
themselves.
about. I said the universe. They have access to everybody now, but they're
Oh,
saying.
okay.
Okay. That
Yeah,
makes
but they still have 2 movies left after Spider-Man 5 and the Avengers movies in the contract for the MCU.
okay. That makes sense.
Okay.
Got it. All right.
Okay. Next up. Again, games. But Hideo Kojima games. Metal Gear Solid, Death Stranding.
Hit.
Hit.
I just replayed Death
Death
Stranding.
Stranding's weird. You replayed it, like played the whole game?
Yeah, I just beat
Oh,
it.
what are you doing? Do you have like a 4-foot beard? Do you come out of the room?
Dude, I've been grinding, bro. I'm trying to get a retrospective done before the new one comes out in June. So
Holy crap, man!
yeah, bro.
How long is that game?
It was also like 40 to 50 hours.
Jeez.
Listen, dude, I drink.
Does Zach just like come in and like slide your food under the door? Are you like Hartman with World of Warcraft?
I drink energy drinks and play video games and
Wow.
videos. That's what I do.
Holy
Makes sense.
cow. This dude is the epitome of grinding.
I mean, what's funny is like it's not even that much of a grind. Like I played on my PlayStation Portal, chill on the couch, and just play.
Are you recording all that? Do you keep that on like a hard drive?
Yeah, dude.
Or you just play
I've
it?
got like 40 hours recorded. Death Stranding.
Oh boy,
it's for video, okay? It's it's content.
It's
Okay.
Work,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, John Cena turned on Cody. That's who it was. All right. Let's
Okay, here
keep
we go.
going.
Hit or miss. Vince Gilligan. Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul.
I mean,
Easy.
come on.
Easy.
The only argument that I think one of you doofwads made in one of the episodes was Better Call Saul was a better show than Breaking Bad.
It is.
Which one of you was it?
Me.
I think it was the guy that said it is.
Oh,
What?
yeah. That's
Well, okay.
that's the dumbest
that was
take of the
partially
century.
partial troll. It's not.
Dumbest
It's not better.
Of the
But
century.
I would say the writing is just as good, if not better, at times.
Splitting hairs. Dumbest take of the century. He also hit the pizza take in one shot where he threw it on the roof. One
Yeah,
take.
true. He's Vince Gilligan is doing a new show on Apple TV.
I did not.
It's going to be like a human experiment. You know the girl from Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul?
Yes.
She's like the girl attorney. She's going to be the star of the new Apple TV show. It's like going to be like Aliens or whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right now, we just caught up last night on 1923, the Yellowstone prequel.
Oh, cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, I've got to watch Severance still. Apparently, that's really good.
It is.
It
New
is.
season
You
finale coming up.
suggested it to me, didn't you?
Yeah. I got like 2 episodes in, and I'm like, it's hype.
That's because
But
you played 400 hours a week of games. If there was
Exactly,
400
and
hours.
also I
Oh,
beat
yeah,
Assassin's Creed last week. This week I beat. Shut up, Jimmy. Okay, next up,
Bro, why do you not have a long play no commentary channel, or you just put this stuff up?
I don't know. Hit or miss. Harry Potter show casting so far.
I mean, we talked about the one. Who else has been casted?
John Lithgow, Dumbledore.
Is that official?
Yeah,
I think we all
Not
agreed.
good.
I think we all agreed that was good. You guys had to convince me, but I think we all agreed that one was
No,
good. Is
that's
everybody
good.
else?
So what's funny is I've actually seen videos against the guy playing Snape. And it's actually I've actually seen many videos from black males making the videos about how they don't want it. And they've actually make a lot of sense. And I'm like, you know what? I'm with you guys on it.
yeah.
All right, so you've backed now. You're saying you don't want.
I
Papa.
still think he could do a good job, but they should have cast somebody who looks more like, first of all, it should have been
Right.
Adam Driver,
Yeah,
but they should have cast somebody that looks more along what we think Snape is. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
what you were
he-
saying before, Jimmy, like, or I don't know if it was you saying this before, but it's just like the way these characters are portrayed are now ingrained in us. It's a big part of our childhoods and our lives and stuff like that. We have such an emotional attachment to them. To really go off that really sucks to me.
Well, I go back to our mantra, source material, and
Source
Snape
material.
was described.
Snape would
good
actually
detail.
describe pale
Pale
skin.
and sallow skin.
So, Janet McTeer in negotiations to play McGonagall.
Oh yeah, that was a
McGonagall.
good one too.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one.
I mean, I there you go. The Snape one is very controversial. The Dumbledore one, I think everybody's probably pretty cool with. And
McGonagall one sounds
Janet
good.
McTeer to play McGonagall.
McGonagall.
McGonagall,
dude.
McGonagall. There you go. Jonathan Majors is making a comeback. Virtual says.
Yeah, I mean he's hiring, says the dude without a job. He's looking for. Okay.
He said he would like to come back as Kang
Yeah.
in MCU, but that doesn't mean they're gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's actually just 9 minutes ago from MCU Direct. He like wrote a letter after Kevin Feige fired him, and he said like this is just 9 minutes ago. He said I just appreciate him. I love him. I love my time in Marvel, and I still love Kang. I'm watching them. I'm seeing what they're doing. I'm pulling for them.
He's like, please bring me back. Please.
Yeah, he's saying what he can to be brought back tomorrow. Like, and I understand it. Yeah, and I was always in his corner, but I mean that audio released
in the pictures as well.
In the pictures and everything was pretty bad.
I mean, do I think that they were both like,
That's the thing is I think it was a very toxic relationship on both sides. From the outside looking in, nobody really knows, right? I mean,
yeah, because there's that video of like him running away from her.
Right, he's like literally running away from her.
It's just a bad. Yeah, it was just really, really bad. Yeah, it's not good. Okay, hit or miss. Pedro Pascal.
He's hit.
Well, this is really funny because he's one of those actors that people are saying now, like he's in too much.
He's in everything, yeah.
He's in everything.
But he crushes everything. Last of Us.
I think he's a hit, but still.
Narcos, Fantastic Four, Game of Thrones, Unbearable Weight, The Mandalorian, Wild Robot, The Equalizer. You can go on and on. Kingsman. He was the bad guy in Kingsman. I mean, the dude.
Yeah, but there is a point where you can get too much of a good thing and it's not a good thing anymore.
I don't think he's hit that, what we talked about earlier with some of those. The Great Wall, The Mentalist. Dude.
Yeah.
This guy's got like.
And he was just on that new Apple commercial and everybody's talking about it online now. I mean, no, I like him a lot. Don't get me wrong. And I like him a lot. And he's in a lot in 2025 and 2026.
Oh, he was in The Adjustment Bureau. That's such a good movie.
I mean, like being an actor is not like guaranteed for, lifetime. So like
get it in.
Get as much money as you can, dude.
Well, hey, you channel your inner, Samuel L. Jackson and get in as many movies as you can.
Yeah,
yeah.
Nicolas Cage as well. Like that dude's like he's like sign me up.
Everything. The Rock. Random topics. Ark Aquatic trailer made entirely from AI. What is Ark Aquatic?
Yeah, okay, let me just pull up the trailer really quick. Yeah.
Why are we getting an Ark? Aren't we supposed to be getting Ark with family and Vin Diesel?
Yeah, you'd think, yeah.
So
let me pull it up real quick.
How do you know it's made from AI?
Because it's full AI.
What do you mean? They tell you it is?
No, like it's very evident.
Okay, Stale, War to Dream, Ark Aquatica official trailer, GDC 2025.
Yep, I'm gonna pull it up right now on stream for you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Okay, all right, cool. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Let's see if we can tell.
Okay, so this isn't being done by Studio Wildcard, the original developers of Ark, but this is what the company that owns them, the publisher, they're kind of screwing over the Ark devs. But this is what they put out.
And this is a game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game.
Dinosaurs, man.
But this is the trailer they decided to do.
That comes from the game.
This is the game, okay? This is what the game looks like. But then this is...
Ark has brought you 10 years of unforgettable adventure.
This is not a meme either.
Those fights.
Oh, that's definitely AI.
It's all AI.
AI fish.
Like what? Like,
is this a game?
It is a game, but like the trailer.
They put the you landed on the beach sequence at the beginning.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But like this isn't what the game looks like. This is just AI. This is their marketing.
Right.
It's
you know what?
crazy.
So this isn't going to be what the game looks like at all.
Not at all.
It looks like Mass Effect right there.
The game looks awful. Like
I think they did this to get people to talk about it.
That's true. Yeah. But yeah, so the Snail Games is like the publisher of Ark, and they own I believe Studio Wildcard, who is the developers of Ark 1 and Ark 2. They're currently working on 2. But then they released this trailer. Well, so like the Studio Wildcard Ark account, they tweeted like Ark Aquatic is being developed by Snail Games with zero context. They didn't say anything after that. But then this trailer was dropped. So they're like clearly trying to like separate themselves from the dog shit that the publisher's doing.
Well, what happened to Ark 2?
It's still in development. Like they didn't have money, so they released Ark Survival Ascended, and they're doing a bunch of DLC so they can get money to
Oh
pay
wow,
for
the
R2.
comments. This is disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourselves. 5,000 likes on that comment. Please sell
Jeez.
the ARK franchise to literally anyone.
Yeah, it's not good. Yeah.
Jeez.
Wow. That's crazy. Assassin's Creed Shadows released positive reviews. We already talked about. Did the hate campaign backfire? I think it did. Wes said it did. I'm going to play it probably off screen and see what I think. I'm trying to find something to recapture my Odyssey days. Once again, one of my favorite ones.
Yeah.
When is the Nintendo Switch 2 getting released, and what do you think the price will be?
When is GTA 6 getting released?
Never, according to Warren.
This year.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I
going to
always
be
see stuff on it, but
$5.99.
The Switch 2?
Yeah.
I think you're crazy. I think
You think that's too much?
that's way too much. That's way too expensive.
How much do you
for a
think it's gonna
Nintendo
be?
console? I think it'll be like probably $399, $400, maybe $450. But they're not gonna do $599.
Okay.
Zero
When do you
chance.
think it's coming out?
September.
This year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
All
we
right.
got the April Direct. Next month is the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. So
Okay.
We'll learn more.
Real quick. Just did a video about the Xbox Prime, the Xbox.
the
next
new
gen
one, yeah,
console.
for 2027.
Yeah, that we're probably going to get staggered console releases now. Like
Mhm.
Xbox is going to come out a year or two before the PlayStation 6, looking to be a hybrid PC console
whoa,
of some sort. Yeah.
whoa.
That's what
Wow.
that's what the series is like. You know, they've got the Xbox and then they named it Series so that they can kind of be like iPhone or Android
Mhm.
and release different series of their consoles.
I think it's brilliant if they can step
yeah.
away from the both of them dropping at the same time.
And
I
the
think if you
handheld as
had-
well.
Yeah, I mean, well, think about it. You get the Switch this year, you get the new Xbox next year, you get the PS6 the next year. That's staggered. That's a good thing to me personally. It's not a good thing for game developers.
Yeah, when it comes out at the same time, it's
For
I mean,
game developers.
honestly, like the more consoles we have in the market, the more that games on console are going to be developed like PC games and, you know, be compatible with multiple systems. So if
Yeah.
anything, them doing that is just going to help PC like games be more optimized. So
I agree. All right, it is time for Would You Rather.
would you rather time? Let's go. You guys ready? Let's get it.
Ready.
Okay. Would you rather live in Gotham City with Batman protecting you or Metropolis with Superman protecting you?
Superman. Well, I mean,
You
have to
couldn't
think
get
about
up.
the-
You couldn't get up and go get your latte with Batman. You'd be so upset.
you have to think about the villains that are terrorizing, though. That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's what I'm thinking about here. Like, and I still think I would choose Superman.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like this: like, I wouldn't want to live in Gotham City. I would
Right,
like to live in
exactly.
Metropolis.
Yeah, Gotham's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You look at the villains,
We all three agree. Superman.
yeah. I mean, Superman. You know, he runs a tight ship. You know. So-
Let's go. All right, we're off to a good start. What's up, Brandon?
That's
Next.
funny. Okay, next up. Would you rather fight Ganon or Ganondorf from Zelda or the Elden Beast from Elden Ring?
So I've never fought the big thing in Elden Ring, but I know
Yeah, me
all
neither.
about like Elden Ring, like you die 1,000 times, all that. Ganon was a long time ago, so you never got that like big portrayal of how bad he was. So probably go with Ganon.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're like each time you fought him or Ganondorf, there was a very specific way you beat him,
Mhm.
and once you knew it, it was pretty easy, right? Like
Yeah.
you hold the sword, you charge it up, you do the spin attack, hit the thing back out. You know what I mean? Like,
Shoot
Yeah.
the arrow, do this. Yeah.
right? I'm going him as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
from what I know, all the Elden, even the like level 1 Elden Ring bosses are stupid. So
They can be tough. But they're possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
many
No,
hours
I
do you
mean,
have it on that game, Wes? Like 100?
probably actually about 120. Yeah.
13,000.
But that was over the course. That was 2023. But then there was a DLC that came out, last year. It was also like another like 50 hours. It's
Bro.
crazy.
Real quick, what's your energy drink of choice? Because I know you just have it IV'd into your wrist.
So my buddy just sent me some Ghost.
You're drinking Ghost?
Yeah.
Are you sponsored
I'm
by
drinking the-
Ghost?
Ghosts are
No,
good.
no. I got a buddy that works there. He gives
So
me, hooked
I
up.
feel like you need to find something that's sustainable but healthier because it sounds like you're just living off of it.
No, I usually drink one a day.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad at all. Then.
Yeah.
Gordon gave a look like you're full of crap.
I drink more than one a day. Well, I used to. I've been tapering.
My daughter is hooked on those Alanis.
Oh, the Alani Nu, that is definitely like the lifestyle like brand for
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't drink too much energy. I drink more water than energy drinks, honestly.
I mean, if you're doing like 4 bottles of water to 1 energy, then I'm
oh,
feeling
dude, no, we're
better
talking
about your
chugs,
health.
bro. We're talking
Okay.
chugs, dude. Like we're
Okay,
like about a gallon a day, honestly.
Then I feel better about it.
Yeah, we good. Okay, next up. Would you rather have every future MCU film be grounded, character-driven, with minimal CGI, or have every future film be massive, universe-altering, with spectacular CGI?
Give me lights, give me action, give me all the spectacular cosmic that you can give me.
Well, the problem with that is, like, if you do it too much, then it's not all spectacular.
Not
right?
if
Then
you
just
do
is
it
the
good.
norm. And it's just all the norm.
They just have to keep going
If you
further
do
beyond.
it good, like Thor: Love and Thunder, they dropped the ball on cosmic. You know, I mean, but when you look at like Guardians, those are awesome cosmic. Right?
But that's not what I consider. That's not what I think of when I think about what he said. I think of like the Avengers movies.
Oh, you're thinking of the top level stuff. Oh, how's Thor:
Right.
Love and Thunder and Guardian? Those are cosmic movies.
He
100%.
didn't say cosmic. He just said
I said cosmic, like bigger.
Grounded or spectacular CGI. I think Warren needs to change his name from Cosmic Wonder to Grounded Wonder.
I agree. I agree.
No, because I still am leaning more towards the big stuff.
The big stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
When you think grounded, you automatically get
interesting.
drawn toward boring. And I know that's not the case. I know
Right.
that's not the case. But when you think grounded, you're like, well, we're not going to get any aliens. There's not going to be any crazy
Well,
stuff.
not necessarily, but
You know what I
usually, yeah. But yeah, no, I am more drawn to like the bigger things, right? Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah, other
System
earthly
of all
things.
totally.
MCU Max's spectacular CGI.
Universe is, at risk,
Yeah.
or even like like the Celestials and the Eternals is freaking awesome, like
Well, let's go grounded for a second. Captain America: Brave New Bold, the leader. That's a very
Brave New
grounded
Bold.
Brave New
villain.
Bold.
Very grounded villain. Was he spectacular?
No, but consider
Then
this,
again,
like
Hold on, let me prove myself wrong. Marvel's, that lady was a cosmic villain, and I can't even remember her name in the Marvels movie. Yeah, so I guess it goes both ways.
my thing is like,
I think.
would I rather have, like, for instance, Spider-Man? There was news that what's his face? Vincent D'Onofrio was like, someone's like, you're in Spider-Man 4 as the villain, it's gonna be grounded, and he's like, that's news to me or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it was just on social. And like, would I rather have something like for Spider-Man 4, would I rather have something cosmic or multiverse? Or would I rather have something that's like, Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk fighting Spider-Man like that?
I mean, that would be really cool.
That would
Right.
be epic. Like, I
Why
want
not
that.
Act one be grounded, and then we just catapult? That's kind of what Spider-Man No Way Home was. It
Because
was
it doesn't always need to
exactly.
be that is the thing. Like, luckily, we don't have to choose between. We can get both, which I think is a good blend, right? We need both.
I agree. All right.
Okay. Would you rather have all future Middle Earth projects focus on the elves or the dwarves?
Elves.
Elves. My
Dwarves are
gosh,
boring.
that's
Dude,
better than like-
it's dwarves all day, dude. Dwarves
No,
are
it's
awesome.
are boring.
No, dude.
I'll
Elves
tell you
are
right now,
moral.
you know when you're watching a show and you get to the parts where you don't care about and you pick up your phone and then you put it back down when you see something
Those are
interesting.
the dwarves parts.
Rings of Power,
Rings of
whatever
Power,
it's called.
yeah.
Every dwarf scene I was on my phone.
Yep.
Dude, I am locked in on the
Yeah.
dwarf scenes. If I
No,
only
I'm
had dwarf scenes,
locked in on elves.
dude,
The elves are the coolest part.
Yeah.
Like,
elves are
by
cool,
far.
but like the dwarves are, like, I want, they're scrappy.
The only
like,
cool dwarf part I remember was two. One when him and dude were counting their kills. And
don't even, Legolas's name. Stop your own.
And then the other one was where the dwarf uncle rode in on a big pig to try to help him.
That's epic.
That was pretty epic. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Who
All right.
doesn't know Legolas,
Elves.
dude? Come
It's
on now,
elves.
bro.
It's elf.
Elves are
Well,
cool.
he used to always go Legolas.
Legoland. Okay.
Come on here to get made fun of.
Hot take time. Well, just don't have bad takes. Speaking of hot takes,
We actually agreed on the same thing, Jimmy.
I know.
I can roast because I like dwarves. They're dope. Okay. Here we go. Hot take. Kang the Conqueror would have been a better big bad in the MCU than Doom.
It's a very debatable topic, to be honest with you. If it was done right with the Council of Kangs and everything, the way that we thought it was going to go, it would be equally entertaining.
Well, and yeah, that's the thing is like with everything they set up, they would have been better off continuing with Kang.
Yeah.
If they could have started with Doom, introduced his backstory, and done all of this over the course of over this past saga, then yeah, it would have been great. But with what they already did, Kang would have been better.
Another reason is Kang was a lesser told story.
That too.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
And it was interesting. I was in it. When we got that post-credit scene with the Council of Kangs, dude, I was like,
cool.
whoa.
Super dope. Yeah. Just amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Hot take. The Daredevil Born Again show proves the Netflix Marvel universe shouldn't have stopped.
I don't know because I've only watched one, but it was good. It was good.
Wait, you didn't watch like any of the other?
Oh yeah, the old stuff. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Daredevil,
old
I watched
stuff
all of
was
that.
amazing.
Punisher, I watched all of that.
So to me, I actually think that Marvel should go more serious, and I think this actually shows that when they do, it hits really well.
Mhm.
Grounded.
Do we have viewer numbers for that?
Yeah, like a lot of the really great movies are like serious tone movies. Like there's some comedy involved, obviously, but like you think about Captain America: Winter Soldier and Civil War, even like there's a lot of comedy moments in Civil War, but it is very serious. Like you think about the part where he finds out Bucky killed his parents and he's talking to Steve about it. Like, did you know? And like, when he's walking away, he's like, that's not your shield. My father, made that shield for you. He gave you that shield. And like, it's very serious moments,
They don't shoehorn in the comedic moments either. They just kind of flow when they come in. They make sense to me.
Yeah.
On those movies. Well, like the one where Bucky and Falcon are in the back of the car, stuff like that. It just makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Forced.
Yeah. I feel like back in the good old Marvel days, they had the comedy nailed pretty well. And it seems really kind of over the top or out of place with the more recent ones. Yeah. More forced. Yeah. Which is like, yeah, like the comedy is good, but we don't necessarily need it. Like Daredevil is doing a really great job. Like there's not much comedy in it. There's some funny parts. There's some parts that I find pretty funny, but I like the darkness of it. I like the seriousness of it. Like, geez, it's some of the scenes in the last episode were fantastic, and because they were just so deep. It's like,
yeah. I feel like there was like a punch point, like a timer in Captain America: Brave New World. Like, okay, every 6 minutes we gotta try to put in like I'm serious. Go back and watch it, and tell me if you don't see one like every certain amount of time.
Well, and it sucks because those jokes didn't really hit. Not for me, at least.
That didn't for me either. I personally don't think Anthony Mackie's that funny. I think he's a great actor. I don't think he's got that comedic.
Yeah, he's never really made me laugh that much, I guess. Yeah.
Yep.
True. Okay, next up, hot take. Jack could have fit on the door with Rose in the Titanic. Her selfishness sank him. The real villain was the class system, not the iceberg.
Rose was the villain. I'm gonna stick with that.
And then she threw it in at the very end, bro.
But then again, we have the time traveler theory.
We have the theory for that, yeah.
Jack was a time traveler.
But still, I think a lot of people agree there was room on that door.
There was lots of room on the door.
I mean, yeah.
But to attest to Jack's just heroism, maybe he felt there is enough room, but if I get on here and she falls, I'll never be able to forgive myself.
It'll sink, and I mean,
you would be alive then.
But the question was there room on the door? There was room on the door.
They redid it. Mythbusters reconstructed it and did it, and there was plenty of room. I think they ended up getting 3 people on the door.
Sink in?
No. It was
totally.
Yeah. Real quick, be positive 99. Why are grown men crying about Snow White, a movie made for little girls? I'm wondering why your name's Be Positive 99.
You know what I just realized? People are joining the stream, and I think they might be like starting it at like certain points in the comments. That's why it's so random.
Because the comments are like throwing me off.
Yeah, like the Stargate comment. Like we talked about, Chris Judge and Stargate. I think that might be the problem. But yeah, no. Yeah.
All right. Next.
Yeah, like language.
What? Yeah. She's talking about when Captain America says language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hot take. The multiverse concept has become a crutch used to excuse lazy writing and a lack of real stakes.
No, the multiverse concept is amazing. Lazy writing is what's messing it up. You could have so many stakes, such massive stakes with the multiverse concept. It's not the concept.
The multiverse concept in its own is amazing.
It's awesome.
And when handled properly, can just poof. Could
Awesome.
have given us some amazing things. Like, again, going back to that post-credit scene for Quantumania, that was amazing. That really showed you, like,
Yeah.
holy crap, like Kang, the Council of Kangs, like, that's no joke. Like, that's a really big threat. But yeah, and like even Spider-Man No Way Home, I think was, to this day, I still think is excellent. But a lot of people are like, oh, rewatching it's not as good. No, I disagree. I still think it's awesome. That's a great way to do it. I even think Multiverse of Madness was a good way to do it. Now, they made some iffy choices about, how the Illuminati went out, but it's how easily they went out. But no, the concept itself is really amazing. Like, they just need to write it well.
Yeah, I will say with Quantumania, like that movie was very much like a 6 or like a 7 out of 10.
Agreed.
But that end credit scene,
Yeah,
like elevated to like 8 or 9 for me.
The
I'm
end
like,
credit
holy
scene
crap.
was that was that.
He's like, like,
I
oh
would
my
have
god.
I would have paid my ticket and my popcorn and my drink just to go watch the end credit scene if I.
Yeah, like it was so good.
It was good.
Yep.
All
Okay.
right.
Hot take. The overuse of nostalgia in the Star Wars sequel trilogy actively harmed its storytelling.
Not in the beginning. Not in The Force Awakens. It
But the Force
started.
Awakens was literally just A New Hope, though. Just
It
done
was.
terribly.
They all of them are the same thing. Like the 1, 2, and 3 are the 4, 5,
Yeah.
and 6, and the 7, 8, 9. But it wasn't as bad. When we got to the end of it, I mean, dude was desperate, didn't know what to do. So we've got 1,000 Star Destroyers hiding here with Emperor Palpatine. Who's running these ships? I don't even know. I mean, did you have 1 million stormtroopers up there? What the logistics didn't make any sense. And then you've got all the Jedis behind her talking in her ear, like, we're gonna combine and make you this like Goku, Super Saiyan Goku to defeat him. And she's all of a sudden got all these force powers out of nowhere. She can
Out
bring
of
people
nowhere.
dead. Yeah.
that's actually one of the biggest like kind of tropes that I hate. Like, the power was inside you all along. Like,
Sure it was.
Gosh, come on.
It's like,
man.
give us a training arc that's like at least significant, you know?
Even like you think of old animated movie Hercules, guy's a half god, still has to go through a crap ton of training to become, and then it's not till the very end until he actually has to sacrifice himself to become the god, right? It's not like it's something that he just all of a sudden it's like, hey, by the way, I was a god all along, blah, blah, blah. I had the power inside. No, you had to train for it, fight a bunch of people, and then ultimately learn that, to him, love was more important, and that's how he became a god, like
Most of her training was self-training. I mean, Luke, when she's on the island with Luke, he's just being a big baby, being like a pouty baby sitting in a little hut.
Leia trained her like at the end, right? I mean,
yeah.
No, I didn't like that movie. I didn't like
hot take.
I didn't like any of the sequel trilogy. I thought they did a disservice to Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, episode 8 was like,
yeah. Last Jedi. Oh my god, dude.
Shouldn't have been the Emperor's granddaughter. And that's how we're going to finish the show. Star Wars podcast.
Let's go.
There you go, guys. We will be back next Wednesday. Like I said, the link's below. If you guys want to catch this, it'll go up. It'll go up live here on the channel. And then tomorrow morning, it'll go on Spotify, Apple. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I feel like something was weird with the live stream today.
Yeah, like it was a little off or something. Yeah, the comments weren't keeping up with where we were.
Not at all. Not at all.
Behind.
They're not published, right? But we appreciate you guys as always, and we will see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.